guys, this is Kristen Noe Jukes, and I know that I have been absent from YouTube since probably December. Not really that good of a reason for it, but I just got really busy with work and family stuff, and yeah, and I just haven't really turned on the camera in a while. So I figured today I would set up the camera and talk to you guys about my book that I'm currently working in, my junk journal, and maybe do some painting. And you know, if I paint for a while, then I'll just put music over it. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys about what's been going on and my junk journal and what my mom and I have been working on with the business. And yeah, so this is my junk journal, and we do sell them at Yellow Paper House. They are $25 plus shipping, and it is 7 inches by 9 inches, and it has a 1.5 or 1.25 thick plastic coil, and it is filled with all kinds of fun colorful papers and art papers and printed pattern papers. So yeah, and I've been working on mine for a while. When I actually made mine, I added in a few in the front from an old one that I had made to my new one, because I wanted one that I can show you like the variety of pages in it. You know, it has watercolor, this is like a white dot, this is cardstock, there are plain papers, there are more printed papers. It's just black craft. There's just a plethora of kinds of paper in here, and I love it because it kind of gives you a color or a pattern or something to like play around with. And I like that it's just a big chunky book. My book is starting to get thick. Mine is a little thicker than how they come, because I did put some pages in the front. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna work in this today. Yeah, so you guys have kind of seen some of this journaling, art journaling that I've done in the front with some pictures and stickers and things. You guys, I did a whole spread. I can link the video for this down below. Yeah, but I've just been working in it, gluing in some like collage elements, some stamping, some different, this is like, I worked on this while watching TV. I just had a bunch of paint markers, all my paint markers out. I was working on drawing faces from reference. This is my sister-in-law and brother-in-law's new dog that I was just drawing. A lot of this stuff is just playing around in here. And yeah, this is painting in here and some washi tape, some painting. This is just where I've been throwing paint at, you know, after I've been done painting. This I worked on yesterday. I was kind of feeling I was in a mood to paint some tropical stuff. And yeah, and I figured we could probably, you know what we'll do is we will prime this page with, I think I'm going to use some of this black gesso, and then I'll probably prime this pink page with some of my clear gesso. I really do like these Art Basics gessos that I've gotten at Michael's. This one, I don't remember how much this is, but it's a lot of gesso in here, and it's really nice because it's clear. So if you're gonna prime a colored paper, it's great. And then this is black gesso, and it comes in like a little set with like 6 different ones. There's other gessos, and there's like mediums with it. So yeah, so let me get to, I have my water and my paper towel over here, and yeah, so yeah, I haven't been, oh, I have to open this somehow. I haven't been around a lot on YouTube. I kind of took a break from a lot of stuff that I was, you know, doing. If you're wondering, my room, my studio room, it's kind of still a mess. Here, we'll use this palette knife to kind of spread it out at first. Whoop. And we can go back in. Ooh, might have put a little bit much. But yeah, my room is still suffering. It's still at the state it was when it ended. It's probably gotten a little bit worse just because I've been kind of just piling things in here and ignoring it. But what can you do? I'm gonna get back to it soon. Took a little break from arting. I concentrated a lot on working with my mom on the business. We had a really busy month the past couple months because we did launch these junk journals, and they're kind of time intensive to make. They're great, but it actually takes quite a while to pull all the papers, print all the different papers, and then get them in. Like, as much as it's random, it's also like you kind of have to set them all out. We set them all out in the house and pull them, and then you have to cut, and then you have to punch and find the spirals, and we put the spirals in by hand because, oh no, okay. Put the spirals in by hand, so it is a little labor intensive, but it works out. Ugh, I just bought this brush, and it's awful. The bristles keep coming out. It's a nice brush too from Michael's Royal and Langnickel brush. So I have little hairs everywhere on this page now. I'm gonna put this. I have this extra cover thing that I put under here so that I'm not gonna get stuff on that outside like I had before. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to pull these little hairs off. This is awful. Ugh, this brush is so bad. I was hoping to buy like a nice brush so it wouldn't do this, but apparently not. That sucks. So well. You're gonna get what you're gonna get from Michael's, I guess. I was saying yesterday, I wish we had a Blick art supply in my town. The closest Blick is like 45 minutes, 50 minutes away on like a good day. On like a day where there's lots of traffic, it's gonna be like an hour and a half. But yeah, hold on, I'm gonna use this X-Acto knife and pick up some of these little hairs. Okay, I don't know what we're gonna paint on this yet, but we'll figure it out. Oof, so many, ew, this is awful. But yeah, after, you know, Christmas came and went, there's, you know, there's been some people in our life who've been kind of sick, so we've been spending some time with family, and yeah, so it's finally summer in here. Oh, this is awful. These little hairs are everywhere, and it's driving me crazy. Driving me so crazy. Oh my gosh. Get them off, get them off. Ugh, no, I'm gonna have to wait for this to dry for quite a while now. That's great. Probably just turn the camera off and let it go. But yeah, I've been meaning to get back into making some videos. The camera's just been sitting here, and I've been drawing and stuff. I've been busy, and you know, when you kind of get out of the habit of doing something, you just let it all go away. Okay, so I just turned the camera off and I came back after I fixed this. It kind of didn't coat evenly here, but that doesn't worry me. And then on this page, I just went ahead and primed with the clear gesso, and then I blue dry the whole thing because I wanted it to dry faster. Okay, so, and then this paper, these are 24-pound sheets of paper. So at the end of the day, this isn't super thick for paint, but if I prime it, super good for paint, but if I prime it with this, it really, you know, gives the paint a nice surface to lay on. It won't bleed through the paper, unless you're gonna use something like, let me show you. Unless you're gonna use something like an alcohol-based marker or a dye-based ink or a dye-based marker. So this is actually dye-based watercolor here, and so that's why it kind of bled through on this side. But other than that, like paint marker doesn't bleed through at all. Let's see what else. Regular stuff, markers and things don't really bleed through. The paint won't bleed through if you prime the paper, kind of like I did on these ones. Obviously I've painted a ton on these. Actually, I don't even think I primed this paper. I just started laying down the paint, and I'll probably just come back to this at some point. Probably come back to this at some point with some paint markers. These I did prime with the clear gesso, and then I laid down some really thick paint on here and on here. So, you know, it's been working out good. I prefer kind of a little bit more of a messy notebook anyway. I prefer more of like this chunky, messy, artsy thing. And yeah, so I think what I've decided is I want to paint something white on this black, and I want to paint something black on this pink. And yeah, and I think actually I'm going to start with some of these Neocolor crayons. And I think I'm going to end up starting with the white one, which is broken, but we are going to start with that one on this side. And yeah. Whew. So let's see what we're gonna do. Hold on, let me find, I got some pictures over here of some flowers, and I think I'm just gonna kinda, not gonna really draw something specifically flowered, but I'm just gonna roughly sketch something in so then I can go back in with the paint. And let's see, we're gonna do like a little peony. Then let's see, we'll put another one over here. And I like these Neocolors. I like how they're kind of looser, and you can draw on the black gesso with the light ones because they're like a water soluble wax kind of crayon area thing. And I just like them for kind of laying down and mark making and things. So let's see, what has been up in my life lately? I was at my cousin's wedding last weekend. That was fun. I'm glad it's over. I felt like I got hit by a truck afterwards, and then somebody backed over me. That's how I felt for like 3 days afterwards. I don't wear high heels very often, so it was kind of a, you know, hard on my feet, hard on my neck. And then we kind of went back to working pretty quickly, so that was just, you know, interesting week. And my mom and I have been working to get new products up in the shop. We've obviously been working on these junk journals. We've also been doing 5x8 inch ones where you can either get it spiraled on the side like these ones are, or on the top. Like, actually I have something similar here like this. So yeah, this one I put different. I took a map book and I cut it up, and look, I can't even find the map pages now. And I put the maps in with these pages for myself, so. But yeah, those have been fun to make. I'm going to be designing for the whole month of June while my mom does production, and we're going to be working to we've got a lot of stuff that's going to be going up in the shop as far as like planners and notebooks, so not so much like artsy sketchbooky things, but we're working on our own planners. So this is actually the undated version with a really nice very nice laminate cover that goes straight to the edge, and it's more of a matte laminate and not a glossy laminate with a nice metal coil. And then just as something as an aside, we've also been working on, we take these old Reader's Digest condensed books and we cut the covers off and then we bind them like this. And then I'm going to be working on some more Traveler's Notebook stuff too. So don't worry if you are a Traveler's Notebook person, that is still our main focus. And we'll be releasing some more stuff, probably including A5 size inserts soon. Probably when the new website goes up, which will hopefully be like July 1st. That would be very nice to get all that up at once. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's start a little painting so that we can, maybe I'll do a little pink too. So let's see. We got our white. So I've been using this Heavy Buddy acrylic lately, which has been really nice. Using this Heavy Buddy, and then I've been also using, let's see, what are we gonna use? This is glazing medium. I'm probably gonna use matte medium, just to keep it matte. And then, let's see, I do want a little bit of pink. So I think I'm gonna take, actually, this fluorescent pink. So this is golden, and these are the high flow acrylics. They are super, super watery. Like, this is like paint I would put in an airbrush, which I actually have an airbrush somewhere. I took airbrush in high school and it was really awesome, and I really kind of want to get back into it again because I'm sure I just don't possess the skills anymore to control the airbrush in the way that would be nice. But oh, okay, hold on, I need to shake it up a little more. It's kind of gross. Chicken, 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 chicken. It's been really rainy around here lately. I don't know if anybody saw CNN a couple, like a week ago. Actually, it was the day that my cousin did get married. We had some massive, massive flooding in our area, and it just tore up the main street of a town called Ellicott City. I don't live near that town, but I live on the other side of Baltimore City. But yeah, it really, really just wrecked it. And what happened was this last year, or not last year, the year before, I think it was 2016, we had a similar, there was a similar thing that happened, and it got flooded out again this past weekend. And you know, it's really sad for all the businesses that are there, and you know, as a small business owner, it's just devastating to see that, because you know, that's people's livelihoods. And really it comes down to all the construction and development that's been happening around the area, and there's nowhere for the water to seep into the ground because they've developed the whole thing. And so it just becomes this horrible, horrible mess, and it's really sad. It makes me really, really sad. So it sucks, but I have a feeling people aren't really going to be building there as much as they used to. I don't think they're going to be rebuilding a lot of that, just because it's such a, like, it would just, I don't think you could even get insurance because of all the flooding, because they know it'll probably just flood again when you have another, 2 years ago they called it 1,000-year rain, which means that it's like the probability of that kind of rain and flooding happening would only happen once in 1,000 years, and it's happened twice in 2 years. So it's just really devastating to the area and economically to the small businesses, and it sucks just in general. Okay, well, here, let's zoom in a little. Okay, I'm gonna put it on manual focus now. I'm trying to use the paint a little looser, a little thicker than I've done in the past lately. Maybe I'll put the pink in the middle. Okie dokie. Well, I'm probably at this point going to start speeding up the footage, and I will put some music over it, and I'll be back at the end to show you and kind of explain what I've done with some of the rest of it. So I hope you enjoyed this little chit chat. I hope it wasn't too long and boring of me coating my paper. But yeah, so I will see you at the end. Bye-bye.
Tried to find some peace of mind, lost in time, and I was torn from you. Somebody new, lost in your heart. Stay too long. Now you're gone. Somebody new, lost in your heart, baby. I'd really like to see you if I could turn back time. I'd really like to know you if I could turn back time. Lost in time, I was torn from you. We fell apart. You love somebody new, lost in your heart, baby. I'd really like to see you if I could turn back
Hey guys, so I'm back. I think I feel good with how this spread is. I kind of kept it a little bit more minimal. I only did a few flowers on this one. Yeah. I used some Posca paint pens. I used the acrylic and the neo color, and I put a little bit of pink in the middle of the flowers. Then on this side, I just used this Posca brush pen. Actually, that I got these a few months ago, and it's actually a brush tip, but it is the same like Posca as these. But yeah, you just press this bottom to get the paint to kind of come out of it. So yeah, so that's it for this spread. I hope you enjoyed watching me work on it, and yeah, I hope to be putting out some more consistent videos in the future. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.